Picture it. Sicily. Just kidding. Let me set you up here. Hi, my name's Christina. I'm a homesteading, homeschooling mom of 3, and today I'm going to do a day in my life with you. The day began with me getting out of the shower, getting ready for the day, and the kids are like, Mom, we have a chick! So I had to do a day in the life for you because I promised I would bring you along when the chicks came. So here they are, and come along and welcome.
On the hatch?
Mm-hmm.
They are?
Well, I mean, tomorrow is the day, but
Yeah, but some come early.
Mom?
Sometimes they come late. Mommy! But this is funny because our 60 chicks came early.
That's
And now these eggs are coming early.
That's true.
What? Wait. Do you hear another? Oh, its foot stick out. Should we move the egg? Mom, somebody peeked. Oh.
Do you see a pip? Where?
No, I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah, there is another pip on that back egg. Do you see it, Carla?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so happy. And that egg was moving, so I might start to. Or he
rolling around. The egg is on his head.
He or she.
It's like
Hopefully
a funny
this is,
cartoon.
hopefully this is a rooster. Why? Oh yeah, nice rooster.
Yeah, I'm confused. The egg is stuck on his head.
Mom!
It's okay.
Look, a pip.
It's like when Mama Hen gets up to see her chick.
Look, it's calling out to the other chick.
If we leave it off for a little bit, they'll be fine, right?
Just for a little bit. And there we got a little chick. And we have a pip.
For the rest of the day, if I have to, and do my schoolwork.
What do you think
and
of my
watch
stuff?
chick.
What do you think of my stuff? I was good at cheating.
Car quit.
The chick does not know how to cheat.
Oh my goodness.
While I take care of these dishes and get some breakfast going, Carter and Rosalie are watching PBS Kids, and Awen's going to get started on her math. We have banana bread and apple cinnamon. Chicken's starting to dry up and fluff up. I'm putting some pork barbecue in the crock pot. I had aspirations of making buns, but it just didn't happen today, and that is okay.
I see chicken broke its leg.
It didn't break its leg.
Oh no, it did this.
You think?
Yeah.
It's just learning to move. You
No.
didn't learn to move for a long time when you were a little baby. Oh, baby Rosalie. You a pencil to your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. I happen to know where tons of pencils are. For you, madam.
Oh, perfect.
Everyone wanted to sit close to the chicks today. Can you blame them? No, you can't. Went back to check on Rosalie, who was taking a bath, and saw that I wasn't wearing earrings. And I don't know about you, but I just don't feel complete without earrings on. I hear those chickies chirping. Fun day. For those of you who have been around for a little bit, you know that I try to do the clean mama routine with different household tasks on different days. But some of the things you do every day are like to tidy up and clean off your counters, and to do your dishes and get a load of laundry done every day. And I've done pretty well with those for the most part. But those daily tasks are definitely slipping. And I think it's just such a busy time of year. I mean, we've been in the garden, we've got soccer, we've got baseball, we've got birthday parties, weddings, just all kinds of stuff. You know, life is just busy in the spring. So it's harder to keep up with these things. So personal goal, maybe try to do better on vacuuming and cleaning the bathrooms on a schedule and everything. He's a goof through and through. I've mentioned before that we have finished our ELA curriculum for the year, and so we are working on some vocabulary and challenging words, and we also have some spelling words that we are working on that weren't really mastered throughout the year. We practiced them, but we still make mistakes on them. So we are just kind of doing a light ELA at this time. On the clipboard here we have spelling words and then a menu of activities that Carter can pick from for his spelling activities.
I'm going to do mirror writing. See you at the mirrors.
So an activity that Carter chose from the menu was mirror writing, where you take a dry erase marker and write your spelling words on the mirror, or you can do it on a window too, but it wipes off really easily. And you'll see that, yeah, I do need to clean my bathroom mirror. Okay. I love watching kids be kids. I mean, my goodness. He's a goof. All right, we've got going on here a mustache and a monocle. Doesn't he look distinguished? All right, gonna tackle some laundry, but little Miss Rosalie comes in and she needs her mama, so of course I will go help her. And Huntley, who's laying on the bed there, he wants some attention too, but I chose to fold clothes on this side of the bed so that he wouldn't be on them. So now I've got to run on over to the other side to pet him and try to keep the rest of the clothes from, you know, getting all crazy and unfolded. Here's something a friend showed me with kids' socks. Ready? This. Uh-huh. They stay together and you don't stretch out the top. Even though we're doing a lighter version of ELA since we finished our curriculum, he is still going to read 20 minutes of his Good and Beautiful book. He chose The Whipping Boy, and he wanted to do it next to the incubator. Can you blame him? He wants to be the first to know if another chick hatches. I don't know what's overcome me. I typically use our dishwasher, but I just got in a kick that day about doing dishes by hand and letting them dry there. I think it was just a day where I didn't have a lot of dishes and it just felt like I'm gonna knock them out and get them done. So there you go. But trust me, that dishwasher gets a workout most days. Eowyn's got jokes. She may have been picking on me here. Maybe. But it was all in good fun.
She might get expelled. Mom.
You really must be.
You know?
Carter,
So, Mom,
is she being mean to me?
What?
Is she being mean to me?
She said this, Mom.
Well, hello.
Eowyn chose for her Good and Beautiful reading The Trumpet of the Swan, and she's almost done with it, and she's really enjoyed it so far. My sister got Eowyn a new hairbrush and a sleep cap that she thinks helps to keep her hair from tangling, and she's loving it. So I'll link those down below if that's something that interests you. And next to us here on the floor, you can't see her, but Rosalie is playing away with some Legos and having a good time. Anyone's been trying really hard to take good care of this gift she got from her aunt, so everything is still in its package. We've got animals that depend on us, so we're going to go out and take care of them. It's a beautiful day, but it is windy. We've got cows that need water, chickens to take care of. We have little baby chicks that need some extra attention, so we're going to make the rounds. These are the adult hens that were rehomed to our house, and they are just so sweet. They mostly stick together. They don't really intermingle with the other ones except in the evenings when it's time to go back in the coop. But they are funny. They just follow me around all day, and you know, I think some of it's of course that they want scraps and stuff, but they also just love attention. They are the sweetest little birds.
Thank you, Carter, for your help.
These chicks you see here are our meat birds. They are going to be the ones that we will butcher here in about 8 weeks. We just got these, and they are for food.
Hi. We can't hold it again. They love me.
Says it's cold out here.
Mom, just give me it. She likes me. Yeah, Mom. Oh, I got her.
I think she wants back in.
I love making lunch for my brother and sister, for little snacks. Do you like carrots? So I thought.
Rosie, do I have ranch on them?
Yeah, do you want ranch?
Yes, ranch.
She's a ranch. We love ranch in this family.
They're having sandwiches and wraps with carrots, and I'm having leftover soup.
Say hi to the camera, Rosalie.
Hi to the camera.
You know, so We Don't Talk About Bruno, you know, being sung for a while, and now it is in Sing 2, there is a scene that goes, "What do you want from me? What do you want from me?" And it's like this little creature turning its head, and it's a little bit on the creepy side. But here the kids are doing their best to do that part, and they like to see who can pull it off the best.
You should call me on my cell phone at the midnight time. Don't you
want from me? What do you want from me?
Why am I putting water in the bathtub?
Because your power's going out.
Our power keeps flickering off, huh?
That was freezing on.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just going to fill the tub with water, okay? Just
Well,
in case we need it.
It's going to either be a little bit high. And it's going to be way up here so power won't go out and out there and here.
It won't keep the power from going out, but we can use the water to flush the potty if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's got weight in it too.
Jesus told them, "This is the very night you will all turn away because of me."
It is written that the Lord said, I will strike the shepherd down. The sheep of the flock will be scattered. But I'm a loud.
What? But you're a what?
I said, but I'm loud.
This place I grow. Did you know Carl isn't
Let's listen.
animal?
Okay. Tell me what Coral reads.
So we've kind of flipped our schedule around. We used to do our family subjects first in the morning, but here toward the end of the year, we flipped it to get the math and ELA out of the way first because it seems like those could drag on and they really required more attention. So we put those first, and then Carter usually ends up getting a break because A1 subjects usually take a little bit longer. So anyway, so we do those first in the morning, have some lunch, and then in the afternoon we've been tackling our family subjects, which include Bible, history, science, and then any art or music we might do that day. And here comes a jet.
You get it?
The king agrees that that's a good law. Do they still do that?
Let's listen. I want a dog like this, said Momo, and I've prayed so long, and he does not hear me.
My Father's World does not recommend a read aloud for Australia. I think they recognize that people are just kind of wrapping things up at the end of the year and they might need some time to catch up on things or whatever. So what we ended up doing was we went back into Asia's books that they had suggested for the book basket, and I grabbed a book, A Daughter of the Mountains, to read. And it is a Newbery Honor book, and it is so far really good. We're about halfway through now and the kids are really liking it. But it's about this little girl who prays and prays and prays for a dog, and finally she gets one, and then a thief steals it. So she goes on an adventure to get it back. So I've been experimenting with different ways to preserve eggs. It's a new thing, haven't done much of it, but I water glassed some eggs in a previous video and I have high hopes for that. But my husband really wanted to try some dehydrated eggs, so I'm trying it two different ways here. The first way is to go ahead and scramble it and then run it through the dehydrator and then powder them. And then the second way is actually just putting raw eggs onto a dish in your dehydrator and then breaking that up and powdering it and preserving it that way. So we'll try them out and see which one's best. I've heard that it's better to do it with raw eggs and then reconstitute them and cook it, and that the scrambled eggs could be grainier, but we'll see.
I was able to fit 6 scrambled eggs on that sheet, and I wouldn't want to do any more. I think it's kind of pushing the limits. I'm hoping I don't have any spill, but we'll see. And then I put 6 eggs in here also. My husband went camping the other day with my son and a couple other families, kind of a boys trip, and they had one of those mountain house meals for breakfast. He just wanted to take one in for the experience. One, it was crazy expensive. It was like $9 for that mountain house meal, and I've heard they've had supply chain issues, so maybe that has something to do with it. But when he used to buy them long ago, whenever he was into search and rescue and that type of thing, when he used to buy them then, they were like $5. So he was really surprised at how much they've gone up. But you know, half a dozen eggs. I don't know how many were in the mountain house meal, how many it was supposed to serve, but I know that, you know, it wasn't a huge bag or anything. But anyway, he thought this would be much more cost effective, and it's nice when you dehydrate it because it's light and easy to pack in, and if you're camping somewhere that has a water source, you know, you don't have to pack all that extra weight in. That's helpful. I'm gonna let these cook a little longer, and then we'll put them in the dehydrator.
Dehydrating is such an easy way to preserve food, and I love how space-saving it is. So if that's something that interests you, I will leave a link below for our dehydrator, as well as the sheets that I put in there for doing liquids. So I've put like applesauce in there to make a fruit leather, and that's turned out really well. The kids really like it. I've done a grape leather in those silicone mats also. So I'll link those down below. They're really good.
So I messed up and the power had gone out and Rosalie had a meltdown and I had some stuff I was trying to get done. My clock was wrong on the one stove and my kids were not ready for soccer by the time my husband came home, and I feel bad because I forgot to remind them to get their water bottles ready and their cleats and socks and shin guards, and I feel bad. Hopefully they have everything they need today. I think they do. I think. Cheers. What's in here? Do you know? Comment below.
Have you seen the meme that says cleaning your house with a house full of people is like brushing your teeth while eating Oreos? When the kids are gone, I do like to try to tidy up as much as possible. I always feel really productive.
What do you store in your baby wipes containers? We have dry erase markers. How obvious is it that I cleaned out the fridge yesterday? Most of this was able to go into leftover soup, which was the pumpkin soup I made yesterday. I think I showed it earlier, but it had, Rosalie had been watching Sesame Street and made pumpkin soup, and she asked for some pumpkin soup for dinner. So it had pumpkin in it, and then when we were tilling the garden, we found a potato we missed from last year, and she asked for that to be in the soup too, so I put in that potato plus some other potatoes, and I had some apples and applesauce in the fridge. What else was in there? There was some green beans and already cooked potatoes and carrots from a roast earlier, and it had leftover peas and corn and leftover ham, leftover pork chop. So anyway, I cooked most of it. Oh, it had ramps in it too. Instead of putting in onions, I put in wild ramps. So anyway, that's what we had for dinner last night, and that's what Brian and I had for lunch today. I do still have one more lunch worth. It's not something that I would want to keep in the fridge for very long because it is leftovers already that I made into a soup. But I'll eat that for lunch tomorrow probably, and send Brian with some pork barbecue that I'm making tonight. But anyway, it's fun when you clean out the fridge. It's like, look at all this space I forgot I had, and where am I going to put these containers? By the grace of God, that little guy didn't fall. It just hung. It got caught. Well, I can't even show you because my cord's all smashed and wrapped up and stuff. I'll show you in a minute maybe. But it just hung right between the stove and the oven. It caught on this little towel. Thank you, Lord, for this container. You just really kept it in my life, and I didn't have to worry about glass all over the floor. And I should probably stop, like, throwing it around, right? Noted. I'm wondering if Rosalie's asleep. My little girl's been acting sleepy. Let's go see. Is she sleeping yet? Let's look at her. Who's that little girl right there? What you doing? You watching Gabby's dollhouse? Yeah? Do you want a blanket? Do you want one? I don't know what that means.
No.
No, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'll pick that one off. That different one. I'll get that different one. It's horrible, and I'll try to do that different.
cozy girl.
I am just trying to just take a little rest and chill nap.
You're gonna take a nap right there in the kitchen watching the cheeky birds. How are the chicks doing?
Good.
Good.
But one crack.
Mommy, I keep
all
holding the
of
ball.
Yeah,
It
one is
keeps going in a
hatched.
circle.
One chick is hatched. There are 3 that are trying to come out.
There are?
And then
You know what the chick that hatched? He huddles by the egg.
Hatching is hard work. First they pop a little hole in their egg called a pip, and then they start making just like a line down the egg. It takes a long time, probably up to 12 hours or so, and then they start pushing their egg open until they come out, and then it's just kind of like childbirth in a way. They rest a little bit and then they push some more, and you can see this little one here is just taking a breather and cheeping away. Rosalie doesn't get on ABC Mouse every day, and it's certainly not anything I schedule. It's just something that's available to her if she wants to do it, and she often asks to. So here she is doing something with the letter Y.
Can I pet them? That one. Not this one.
It's a little noisy. I've got the dehydrator running with the eggs. I'll show you that. So here's the scrambled eggs. And the raw eggs. So the dehydrator is a little bit noisy, and then we've got the incubator down there with a fan on too, so I know it's not like really great for sound. But I'm cleaning up dinner. It was pretty good. And Carter and Brian are out getting the chicken, what is it, the poultry, the pastured poultry, our meat birds. Pulling up some grass for them, and I think he wants to give them some grit also, so they're out there taking care of that. Eowyn is videoing her friend, chatting her friend. She was showing them the baby chicks, because of course it's so exciting. You have to share the baby chicks. If you have baby chicks, you have to show everybody because they're adorable. So anyway, doing all that, Rosalie finally fell asleep on the couch. So I'm gonna clean up this kitchen, and I think we're gonna call it a night. We'll probably sit down and relax and watch something. I think we've been watching Investigators on Netflix. It's a fun show. It takes place in Australia actually, which is kind of fun because it ties in nicely with my father's world. We can look for different expressions and phrases that they might use in Australia that we don't use in the US. So that's a fun thing to do. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a blessed week.